A tangled mess of knots, I confess, but the intent was there. I swear he set our sights on something that we thought was true. So now we sit and stare across a surface spanning the whole state. 2 feet between and miles apart. No one's to speak, but here all weekend, so we haven't got a clue. It falls apart, there's not a heart to beat there. It falls apart, there's not a heart to have. It falls apart, there's not a heart to beat there. It falls apart if there's not a heart to have. Each word a world all of its own. refuse to yield. You'll forge it to the lines. You let your callous be your shield, and everyone will say that it all was finished years ago, but you will stay, and you won't ever let it go. When you had the answer, and you were there alone, you left the door unopened when you knew that you would want more. Then again, you found the answer, and you were there alone. You left the door unopened when you knew that you would want more. When you had the answer, and you were there alone, you left the door unopened when you knew that you would want more. Then again, you found the answer, and you were there alone. You left the door unopened when you knew that you would want more. A narrative waste of patches in light. We grew up in the suburbs, then we cut all our size. Now just take a look at the Strickland eyes. You're on the friend, the road depends a bit to the right. A couple more miles and I know we'll arrive. The rolling hills and valleys, well, they'll leave you alive. Now the people grab our feet to halt the incline. A little bit more lest we waste our whole lives. We got here in the dark. We took the long way down. Just to find an inn somewhere inside this ancient town. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. We talked about it all night. Just to throw the planet at the first light. And we thought we'd make it alive. Or at least we'd give it an honest try.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Sorry, we are just slightly adjusting. I've changed up the lighting, and now, for some reason, I have a purple haze around my camera. I think I'm overstressing this webcam out, and that's okay. We positioned the lighting so it should fill up the board a little bit more. By we, I mean me. I have a friend giving me some advice, but I think the plan is to get a second light so that way shadows aren't cast. But this should do for now, and put a diffuser, because I think as soon as we diffuse this light, it will actually be way better. But yeah, hello everyone. It's been only a few days. It's only been Thursday, so Friday, Saturday. It's been 3 days since our last stream. Last stream was a special birthday stream, as well as the finale of Lord of the Valley. It's, of course, as a VOD if you want to watch it, both on YouTube and Twitch. As well as this, all of these should be in playlists that I have for the entirety of the new campaign. We have the old campaign with my friend Trent still on the channel, but we didn't get very far in, and he is no longer in the area. If he comes up ever, I'll try to see if we can convince him into playing more. But yeah, today our plan is to just we early in the thing marked that White Sky and Golden Shore were flooded. So our plan is we're gonna go rescue those two locations. Stop them from being flooded. Yeah, I don't like the... Hold on, we're gonna continue futzing around with this. So if I don't do it, this happens. I don't need color correction. I need... sharpening, maybe? No, that is not what I want. Remove. Remove. Okay. Nope. That's not it either. So I'm trying to get the... I just want the brightness down. Can I... So I'm just trying to see... I'm used to being able to tell otherwise. I'm used to being able to just control the brightness from here, from OBS. But it's not doing that. Luma key? Nope, no, nope, nope, nope. This is so funny. This was working. I was fine with the color correction until I continued to look at it, and now I don't like it at all. Use a define shader, maybe? Nope, that's definitely not it either. Hello, hello, chat. Sorry, we're just dealing with a thing for we're just dealing with this for a moment. Yeah, I think I just have to go back to color correction and just turn down the brightness and just deal with the fact that it's going to look purple. I guess that works. It's just, it's weird that the background of my house will look like I'm haunted. All right, yeah. So as I said, we are gonna clean up White Sky, Golden Shore, and we have arcology, archaeology to turn in. So we have to just find Mako, Siluro Mako. Yep. I don't remember. I think I do the setup first, then we set up the path. That's what I'm pretty sure. Oh no. I just think overexposed is gonna look better for some reason. I'm so overexposed. I wonder. Just tilting how the camera look at me fix that? That's actually almost way better. If I lift this up. Oh! Wait, maybe I figured it out. I think I've made it. Oh, it's fine. I think this is fine. We're still working on the lighting. I'm so used to being able to just point light directly down, and I can't. So yeah, we're gonna draw our 6 cards. We're in Boulder Field. We'll draw the 6 cards. Actually, we should read 14 first, technically. I don't think it changes anything, but I think that is the correct order. Boulder Field. I should actually make sure. Give me one moment that I'm actually talking. Yes, I am. We are fine. This is pretty easy. Boulder Field. Long ago, a great mountain once stood here, but as the millennia passed, it suddenly split and crumbled at the edge of the boulder field. The ground is lifted with round rock is littered with round rocks the size of apples. You head deeper into As you head deeper in, however, the boulders grow large until you find yourselves weaving between what you imagine are to be the bones of the lost mountain, pillars of rock that reach towards the sky. All right, we draw 6. So we have a platypus whistle, an intention translator, Quizzy's favorite snacks, stout-hearted guardian, another intention translator, and our last card is Oru the sheepdog. We like Oru. I like Paratipus Whistle and Intention Translator, and Stout-Hearted Guardian is kind of what this deck is built around. So, I don't need Quizzy's favorite snacks right now. I don't think I'll take too much fatigue in Boulder's Field, and then we're in White Sky. Pakodo. What I've been calling Pocodo is actually Pakodo, according to Earthborne Games. Surveyed the land. I found that out when I was listening to the last podcast. Pakodo. I was like, oh, it's Pocodo. I long for the day of getting a pronunciation guide. All right. Oh no, Aura is hiding. Okay, I was like, wait, I need 6 cards. So arrival, lead Rangers. We will draw 1 challenge card. Do this, and then we'll do something according to the challenge icon, which is the bottom of the card. The other icon here, which is Sun, the other icon here is that we just have to reshuffle this once we're done. We'll scout 2 path cards, then draw a path card. Bloodbeck and Velix or Sil Belia Artist. We'll bottom that. We'll draw Sil. And then we draw another card. We will read the entry for Sil. It's 82. If I have witnessed a masterpiece, so 82.1. Sil waves enthusiastically to you from her perch on an overlook above the trail. Well, hello, she calls. If it isn't my favorite subject, how is protecting the valley going? Clear Sil with progress to watch her finish her paintings. All right, and then the other one is Erdelope. Reduce the presence of all beings in play by 1. Which is pretty good. I think this is going to be a setup round, so I think we're going to play Oru the Sheepdog. We'll play an Intention Translator that comes in with 3 charges. We'll play a... Sorry. Oh. I have like a tension headache coming. We'll pay 1 for a Paratipus Whistle. I didn't take my ADHD meds, so it might just be. Oh, this might be my brain expecting Ritalin. It doesn't have it. Oh. Oh, all right. Um, we can just traverse. We will use Oru to at least just put some progress on here. I can try and traverse the boulders field. It is a difficulty 2. It would be only bad if I drew the -2, which is a 1 in 36, which is probably exactly when it will happen, but we'll try. Normally you take fatigue equal to the amount of beings between you and your goal. You and the thing you're doing a test with, interacting with, but we won't because Boulder Field reduces the presence of all being by 1. It doesn't say to a minimum, so we're going to commit 2 effort. We'll put 2 on there, and then we'll resolve all sun icons. Nothing here, nothing here. Artelope says if there's an active card with 2 or more presence, there would be. Oru, oh no, Oru is exhausted, so that doesn't happen. And even if Oru wasn't, because this reduces presence, it doesn't. And then Syl has nothing. So that just goes in the discard. We'll just try and connect with the Artelope. The difficulty is 1. I'll use an intention translator, sure. We're just trying to clear the board. +1. So I had 1 here, 1 effort from the spirit, 1 effort from the intention translator, +1 is 3. So we put 5 on here, which clears Artelope. Then we resolve crest icons. There's nothing here. The weather doesn't have anything, the location, then the missions don't have it. Syl says if there's an active predator, and there is not. Then we'll use our ability on Voice of the Elders to get rid of a awareness. And we'll increase our intention translator. Voice of the Elders let us spend an energy, exhaust it, spend an energy to add a token to an aid card. Intention translator is an aid card. We are on the progress of trying to get our card reader back and running. It's just I have the card scans. I have all the card scans, so I should be able to just rename them. The reason I needed new card scans were some of my old card scans weren't the same size, and that was causing problems. Oh, there's only 3 on perfect day. It will go down by 1. Yeah, we'll rest, sorry. And then we'll do that. We draw a card from our deck, which is Reclaimer Mucus. That's actually pretty good. And then we draw a card from the Path deck, which is a Morning Root. This is just another setup round, right? We can play Bakoto. We can try and traverse. -2 would be really upsetting. -1. So we'll put 1 more on here. Crest icons, nothing happens because the only one that is here requires a active predator, and Morning Root is just a piece of flirt. We're gonna use our focus to use the basic action to okay, cool. to remember our training, which is on the basic card. It will be so nice when I can pull those up again. We'll reveal a -1, so we'll get to scout one card. Tell his presence would be really good here, but we actually don't need it anymore. But we might need it for the next area. White Sky, we might need it for flood navigation, so I actually want to grab it. So we'll do that. So we put it on the top, and then we draw a card from the basic action. We'll use Voice of the Elder and Awareness to increase our Intention Translator, and we'll connect with Pokedo for 2, because we'll use our Intention Translator. This will put progress on Pokedo, which Pokedo can use in the future. That's +1 spirit, so hey, that's the -2 fitness. So we did 2 effort, spirit, Intention Translator, so we'll put 3. Sun icons are nothing. Alright, we shuffle back the challenge deck, and then we rest. We draw Biosense sensors. That's fine. We're probably just going to use it to commit the navigation resources. Perfect Day goes down by 1. We draw a Hungry Scruff. This is a predator. This is fine. We'll use Oru the Sheepdog to move it up, putting 2 progress on him. Then we'll use Pokedo, which exhausts him. We'll discard a progress off of... Sorry, not Pokedo, Pokedo, to increase our Intention Translator. And put 2 more progress on the Hungry Scruff. Then we'll use Hungry Scruff and Intention Translator, so we'll commit 4 to connect with them. 0. So we clear the Scruff by adding 3 more. All right. We have drawn multiple of the... We've drawn way more of the shuffle icons than I'm expecting. I think there's only... Maybe there's more than I'm thinking. I thought there was only 4 in here, though. I thought there was a -2 for each. And Mountain doesn't have any? We're going to try and traverse. Again, I normally take... I get fatigued by everything in here, but they all have... they are either friendly or have 0 presence, or both. So 4. So we go up to 6. Crests, nothing happens because there's no more predator. There's no predator. Biosense gets discarded. Oh. Can I put these here? It'll be only a little annoying if I have to use... Oh, my mouse can go right here. Because then I can leave my hand here, and then I can put fatigue this way. Yeah, and then we can shift these down. Yeah, that will make sense. We will rest and travel. We'll use actually Voice of the Elder first. Spending our awareness will increase the Paratopus Whistle. No, yeah. We clear everything that isn't persistent. We had Syl in here from the valley. We had Ben Amon and Quizzy. All right. So we're gonna travel. Via the valley. Do I have a Firefox? I do. So we're in Boulderfield. We're going to travel up to White Sky via the grasslands. All right, so we'll set that up. White Sky is a pivotal location, so it has its own cards that we need to add in. But one of them is the bubble, which is actually where we want to go to turn in archaeology. We'll grab the woods path. The grasslands can go back. That's weird. It sounds like there might have been a truck. Was that thunder? That might have been thunder. There is a chance that it was stormy. It is like heavily raining and was like thundering earlier today, and it might thunder again. There is a chance we just lose power. If that happens, we lose power. I don't really like. We'll just have to end the day, I guess. But if that does happen, yeah. If the stream randomly ends, it probably means that we lost power. So. I can, in theory, everything's on a battery backup. I can, in theory, if it does cut out, I can actually maybe possibly just record and then stitch the last half on a video. Like stitch the live stream and it together. That might be worth doing. But we shovel those together. We need to actually grab the location. The location is White Sky. I don't have these organized in a logical manner because it's really just I pull them out and then I cycle through them. We'll read number 3. Silomaka is in play. If Talia is red in play. If it is flooded, go to 33.1. The path around White Skies are a mess. Broken branches and fallen trees litter the ground, and long sections of them have been washed away. The village itself is mostly unharmed. A few boats displaced or lost, and the utility building over the shoreline took a beating. Thankfully, that's about it. Everywhere you go, you see villagers hard at work cleaning up around the lake. If you can spare time, they would appreciate your help. Search the general set for flood damage and put into play. Yep. Nope. We regain that. Oh, it has 2 damage on it. 2 per ranger. We draw a card for White Sky, and then we draw a card for the game rules. We get a Sitka Buck and then an Elder Mortok Grawl, which is entry 51. I have not 51.3. As you walk along White Sky's outermost platform, you see Elder Murtok leaning over the railing, eyes focused on the lake. He has long, thin fish pole. Has a long, thin fish pole in one hand, casting it with quick practice motions. He seems distracted, however, staring at the distant shore. "Oh, hello there," he says. "It's always good to see a ranger on these platforms." His eyes never leave the shoreline. He seems to be looking for something. I think it's clear him to find out what's on his mind. We're actually really good at that, so we will definitely. It's 2 per ranger. We use Aura the Sheepdog to move him up to put 2 progress on him. Alright, we'll go back to reading that. 51.5. Elder Murtok shakes his head. "It's hard to think of any problem greater than quiet. That massive bearded lynx has been stalking our shores for a week. She nearly ate someone just the other day. Do you think you could get her to leave us in peace?" Yeah, we'll agree to help, which means we gain the lore quiet mission. We will put that, and then we search the valley deck for quiet, and we put it there. We'll put her there. Lore quiet. Oh, yeah, we may only choose this option if we don't have it, and then we discard the other. Perfect. That was actually a mistake. We should have moved the Sitka Buck up first. Feature water. 2. We have to traverse that a lot. That's spooky. Oh, we can repair, actually. No, that's correct. We actually don't need to clear it. We're gonna talk to the Sitka Buck using Intention Translator. We're using 4 effort. We draw a card. Our spirit is -1, so we put 3 progress. Sun icons will suffer a fatigue from the midday sun. If there's another active Sitka Buck, there is not. Then we'll use Polkadot, removing a progress from here, putting 2 on here, and then we'll increase the Intention Translator. The mammal has been cleared. All right, and then we can we can't fail here. We'll just try this. Yeah. We'll try its repair test, which is fit plus, I believe it's called reason. It's the triangle one. Difficulty is 2. So we're committing 3. We succeed, so we remove 1 damage. There is no challenge effect for... Oh, sorry. We pray... We do clear the Sitka Buck. It is prey. We're actually going to use it as lore. Because we might actually be able to deal with... we might be able to deal with the quiet today. That would probably be good, even. We can put 3 here. So yeah, we can travel out of White Sky pretty easily. But we don't need to do that yet. I don't want to remember my training necessarily. I don't want to just burn through cards. I want to be slow and methodical about this, because if I want to catch quiet, I need to be able to deal with quiet. I'm going to use Voice of the Elder and the awareness to increase our intention translator, because that is going to help us a whole heck of a lot. We'll draw a card. And we'll draw a card from the top. It's a Prowling Wolfhound. Okay. Prowling Wolfhound, we can use Oru the Sheepdog to move it up. Putting 2 counters on it. We can use... We'll actually try and connect to it first to see if we even need to use Pakoto. So we're at 4 effort for spirit. 0. We'll clear him. We'll clear the Wolfhound. It is a predator and not a prey, so we can't put it underneath there. Sun icons, we will suffer 1 fatigue. I'm going to try to clear the flood damage, committing a Reclaimer Mucus. So we're 3 effort, difficulty is 2. We clear the last one. When we clear the last one, we go to 95. White Sky. After hard work of reattaching torn sails on White Sky's platforms and clearing the path along the shoreline, the lake is beginning to look a lot like its old self again. Continue reading. Discard flood damaged. Cross off the flooded entry in your campaign for the location. And we suit 2 fatigue, or 4 fatigue, but we only have 2. Crests. Doesn't matter. All right. Well, we could actually... Oh, no, I can't get out of here until next turn. All right. So we're gonna go... Again, we're not gonna try to rip through cards. So we're gonna use awareness to increase our intention translator again. And then we'll rest. Next turn, our plan is to play Stout-Hearted Guardian and Talos Perseverance unless something comes up that will prevent us. Sitka Buck. Makes me kind of want to play the Stout-Hearted Guardian. I guess I could, though. I just want it set up before I see Quiet. Because we can travel out of here. We can actually also just camp here. Not camp, but like stay here. We have a lot of cards, and I think we'll be kind of set up for Quiet once we travel. And there is a person. Oh, actually, yeah, we should stay anyways. There's a way to talk to Mako in here, so we should actually stay until one of either that one shows up and then we dive into it, or this gets enough. Because when this has enough, we should just go and do that. I don't need the Sitka Buck gone immediately, so I'm gonna Oru it up here. I am gonna spend 2 for Stout-Hearted Guardian, because that will help us clear fatigue as we gather it. I am gonna just try and connect with it. Now, we're actually just gonna try and connect with Pokodo. Or Pokodo. For 2, we'll use the Intention Translator. -1 is 1, so we'll put 1 progress on your mountains. Nothing happens. We forgot to put a cloud over midday sun. There's no active predator, so nothing happens. We are gonna use Talos Perseverance just to put 3 progress here, just so that way we can escape if it becomes too much, or we need to just leave. I can use Pokodo, increasing the Intention Translator, and putting 2 on the Sitka Buck. Yeah, that makes sense. And then we'll rest, I think. Yeah, I don't want to rip through the deck. We can use Voice of the Elder to increase the Intention Translator, but I don't want to rip through. I don't want to rip through my deck because we don't need to be more set up than we currently are. 2 on Perfect Day. Prowling Wolfhound. So like he is more of a problem now than the Bucks. So we'll move him up with Uru. We'll try and connect with him with 1 from the Intention Translator for 4. 5. We'll clear the Wolfhound. Nothing will fire from the mountains. We'll use Pokodo. Actually, we'll just try and pet Oru. It's a fit plus heart. Difficulty is 1. Difficulty is 1. I ready and soothe 1 fatigue. Mountains do nothing. Oru will clear. Oru will move Pokodo, which will put 3 on him. Then Pokodo will clear the Buck. So we have 2 out of the 5 we need. Yeah. We will use Voice of the Elders to increase our Paratopus Whistle and rest. I can't Dear Friend the thing I'm looking for, so that's upsetting. 3 for Midday Sun, it becomes a perfect day again. Vera, the Lake Guide. 49. She is actually the person we are looking for, because she can get us across the Golden Shore. No, 49, not 94. Nope. Nope. The woman at the helm of a docked Dulwood longboat has the has the shoulders that one earns of life after a life of paddling and pooling the valley's waterways. She nods curtly in your direction. I am Vera. I make supply runs all over the lake. So he thinks for the moment after introducing you. You know, if you need a ride somewhere around White Sky, I can take you. Just make sure you're ready to go you make when you call on me. Okay, that's cool. I don't need her now. We can actually search White Sky. That's actually pretty good. We're going to use Oro to move Makoto down. We are going to try and search. I'm not great at it, but I have Oro to commit. So if we draw the -2, we're kind of cooked, but otherwise we should be good. 3. We'll scout the path card equal to our efforts, then draw a card. A Sycamore, the Bubble, and Bramble. We'll put the Bubble here, the Buck here, the Bramble at the bottom because I'd actually rather see like a Sycamore. The Bubble. Page 50. Not page 50, technically. It's entry 50. Enters play, go to 50.1. Standing at the edge of White Sky's platform, you can see through the clear water to the lake bed a good 5 meter down, nestled among the jagged rocks and mud, looks like a large bubble of trapped air. You see it green within and movement as well. You ask the locals, a young boy, if there's anyone in the bubble right now. Just one, he says, not taking his eyes off the bobber on his fish line. Siluro Mako, the archaeologist, said he wanted to study some of the old archaeology gadgets down there. When you ask when he's coming up, he laughs. No idea. Jelo says the bubble has plenty of food in it. You can stay down there forever. Stay down forever, you say. Alright. Committed. Gone. Sun icons. None. Okay. We have to swim, which is a navigation. It's 3. And we have to return our equipment. Alright, that's actually too hard for us to do right now. We will rely on our trainings, because now we have to kind of, no, not super dig deep, but would be nice to get one more card. Filter our cards a little. For 2. We get to stick out 2. Ranger badge. Books on essays on shepherding. Right. Ranger badge is actually all we needed. Nothing for Sun. The difficulty is 3, so we're going to put 2, 3, commit 3, commit 4, 5. So now even if we get the -2, we will pass. We're going to swim down there. We make it. We return these to our hand. Move here. And then we clear it. We have, if we're on archaeology mission, it has 3 check marks. We go to 50.3. Sidlone gasps in delight when you show him a set of small glass bricks you found among the ruins. They seem totally unremarkable, except for a glowing golden mote of light trapped in the center of each. He brings them to his bedroll and pulls out a scanner, running it back and forth across the glass. Eventually, he sits back with a broad grin on his face. These, I think, are quantumly entangled photons. I don't know how they're suspended in the medium, but the golden sparks we see aren't the photons themselves. I think they're the photons' quantum ghost. He pulls out a pair of circular devices with faces of darkened glass. He flips them over to reveal a square slot. Yes, the inscriptions I found on the wall said these needed to be powered with entangled photons, but I don't know what that meant until now. He plugs a cube into one of the devices. Slowly, a long golden lines appear on the dark glass. Though the lines seem random, something about their movement tugs at your mind, like they're trying to tell you something. Siluro hands you one. The Estians called them probability compasses, but I'm not sure what they do. Try it out. I'm reasonably sure it's not dangerous. Gain the probability compass reward, which I think is... And then we can complete... I think it's in this section. Yeah. All right. So we'll complete Arcology Archaeology. We will gain Probability Compass. Probability Compass, it comes in, it's a Gear Tech Estian. It comes in with 4 needles. We can use a needle when a ranger draws a challenge card during a test. Choose a modifier for that card. Spend 1 energy matching that modifier, and use that for the test instead. So if we draw -2, we can use a probability contest to spend an energy of a different type and use that instead. We can't modify our decks until we camp for the night. But mountain, if we'd add progress, we don't. And the bubble, I believe, clears? Yeah. Like everything else, it definitely just clears. Though, we don't need to move yet. Kind of one different. I don't know what else is in the... We could travel, but then we have to travel again, and that's the only reason I don't want to travel twice, because I just would like to travel. I don't want to have to travel camp. I want to travel, get quiet, which I still think I'll be fine. I want to travel, find quiet, clear quiet, deal with quiet, travel to camp. All right. This ticks down. We'll camp. Oh, we can put some more on Pocono, but I just don't think it's necessary. We know this is a Sitka buck. We draw a essay on shepherding, which we knew. We're going to play our 2 gears again. 3 and 3. We're going to use Intention Translator to try and convince the buck that everything's fine. We get 3 because of the Intention Translator. There's no active Sitka buck. There's no active predator. We'll use Oru the sheepdog to clear it. Now there's 3. Awareness plus heart. Yeah, awareness and heart. 2 for searching. 3. 1, 2, 3. Artel. That's interesting because he also needs a guild of golden. Sure, we can draw him here. Yeah, we can draw him, I guess. Yeah, and then we can just tell him we'll help him get there, and then we can use her to get there. Yeah, we'll leave Artel. Artel is somebody we know what he wants. Artel, 48. I have not found the perfect. Ahead of you, a partially submerged Eschian ruin rises above the water. Perched on top is an energetic angler casting high arc lines into the lake with tremendous long fishing pole. The fisher folks see you, then reels in a line and flips the pole around, thrusting the base of it into the water. The angler pushes off from the ruins and uses the fishing rod to vault to the shore, landing on the trail in front of you. No need to step lightly. The fish have been awful today. There's not a single fish in all of Lake Sky's lake. That doesn't seem right. I think you might just be bad at this. Well, I'm going to try and pet my dog and see if I can use the dog to clear him. Yes, I do. The sun does nothing here. I'll use Oru to move him and then spend 2. Put 2 progress on him. Artel. 48.6. Artel harumps. I'm not sure what it is, but the fishing has been terrible for weeks. I think something spooked the fish in these parts. I can feel it. The angler appears contemplated for a moment. Actually, I've been hearing tales of this amazing fishing spot across the lake at Golden Shore. Maybe all of the fish moved up there. Would you be willing to accompany me? I'd appreciate an escort with the fish spooker hanging around somewhere. What with the fish spooker hanging around somewhere? Yeah, we can do that. Easy. Oh, hi, I'm late, but here. Not sure what happened, but digging the haircut. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I decided that I didn't want really long hair anymore. When it happened Monday. It's been less than a week. How's it going? Sorry if I didn't see your chat right away. I think I got it pretty quickly. Yeah, just about. But yeah, how's it going? Are you excited for the trip in August? Oh, sorry. Yeah, we agreed to help him. What do? We discard the progress and then attach helping hand. We're doing all of the side quests that we forgot to do at the beginning. So, you've come just in time. We will rest, because at this point... Okay, not sure if I can go yet, but super cool that it's happening. Aren't you... Are you not signed up for the... I mean, I hope you can go. It would be, I have to still buy a plane ticket to go out there, but I am planning on going. It would be cool to see. It will be cool to see everyone for a game that like is a lifestyle game. We don't all get to. There's not like a lot of meetups, so it'll be nice to see any amount. The Caustic Mulcher, of course. That's fine. I actually. We could go away if I think this is a problem. I can Oru. Whoops. Yeah, my friend and I are technically in the Airbnb, but I'm getting back to them tomorrow. I thought you were. Wait, you're in Oregon? I thought you were. Oh, I was confused. I thought you were out there. I thought you lived out there. The Causing Mulcher was actually the worst situation somehow. We can move the Caustic Mulcher, putting 2 on here. We can try and connect using the Zoological Compendium and an Intention Translator. So we're at 4, 5. 5, so we go to 7. Oh, that actually is a problem, isn't it? We put 5 on there? Yeah. If there's another active being, exhaust and attach it to the biomeld. Who are we losing? Used to, now I'm roaming. Oh, okay. Roaming the West Coast, figuring out a place. I don't remember. Do I have to discard whoever I attach to the Caustic Mulcher? I feel like the Caustic Mulcher has always given me the most amount of questions on the rules. Caustic. How is the Caustic Mulcher not even part of the FAQ? Only if you trigger the crests? No, I meant like if I clear the Caustic Mulcher because he's going to get something underneath it. Like I have to put Polka Dough, I think, underneath it because I don't think I can let it. It first grabs them, each challenge icon. Okay, so if I clear the Caustic Mulcher though, they come back normal. They don't get discarded. Yeah, that's... Because I can put Vivi and then immediately clear with Pokodo, which is apparently Pokodo and not Polka Dough. Check on the... Let me check on the disc. Oh, the Discord. I can't pull up the Discord because I'm streaming on a profile that doesn't... I don't put Discord on. Because I told Artel we would... Okay, anything attached to it is cleared, gets discarded. So I think I have to put Polka Dough there? Confirmed by Chop Frog. Yeah. To be fair, you're gonna tell Chop Frog and he's gonna be like, I've answered this for him like 5 times. But every time I interact with the Cosmic Vulture, I'm like, I actually don't remember how this works. So I think I have to put Pokoto here. This is not true. I don't think I can help Artar. Yeah, I think letting him take Pokodo is the better bet. I think I then have to just rest though, because I can't let him eat more, and I can just clear him with Oru next turn. So we are just we'll use Voice of the Elder to increase our intention translator. Damn it. Literally, if I had seen it, if this was in my hand, we would have done the smart thing and put the lake guide underneath here and then just pulled her out. Poor Pokoto, dying for my dumb sins. I do have to draw another path card. Overgrown Thicket, which has Obstacle, which does get in our way, but it's not too bad. I just couldn't have it eat the peep. Like, I need this person out so that way we can travel across the Golden Shore so I can help Artel. I use Oru to clear the Cosmic Vulture. I should probably just travel at this point. But, like, I think Vera lets us ignore the obstacle keyword. We're gonna do it, then find out our sins, so I'm not gonna even think about it. But the obstacle does stop me from doing the thing I want, which is actually searching. So we can try and traverse 3 plus 1. So we'll clear this. I don't think I cleared Perfect Day. So I think I'm supposed to take a fatigue. If I wasn't, oh well. Not the baby, but Pokoto. Yeah, I also feel bad, but I didn't have a dear friend in hand. If I had a dear friend in hand, I would have been like, oh, whatever, just get rid of the lake guide, we'll clear it. That's, by the way, the craziest rude rule I've ever seen Earthborns ever produce. You're like, yeah, we just put a feature in here that can actually ruin your entire board plan. Good luck, bud. It's like, oh, thanks. We're gonna try to search one awareness. One awareness. Wilding Prohound's not what we want. We'll draw a Sitka buck, a Sitka doe. Sorry, I'm gonna check these. I'm gonna just shuffle them after, I think, because no, actually, I know every single one of these. Wait. Oh, that's crazy. We actually had to travel anyways? Oh, I didn't know that. I would have just done that. I thought you could get 5 presents from just the Woodlands deck. I think that goes up 1. Oh, no. It doesn't. It doesn't. I didn't do end of round. Shenanigans. Intention translator, so we're on 4 talking to this doe. We put 4 progress. We'll clear. Okay. I guess we're gonna do this. This is all messed up. I don't think any mountains effects happen. Okay. With this, we're gonna talk to Vera and just be like, hey, can you get us out of here? We do. We'll put 3 on her. That might have been a little chaotic to fall in the middle. That was because I was trying to not lose my mind. I was very certain that I could only travel one path and get this. I did not realize that Woods didn't actually technically have enough. What is she? What number is she? 49, I think. You move down the shore and find Vera clearing the deck of her longboard. She looks at you and sighs. You ready? You may immediately travel to the travel phase. If you do, you can travel to the following locations: Lone Tree Station, Golden Shore, or Aatrox Mountain, even if there's already obstacle word. Use the lakeshore terrain. So we're going to go to Golden Shore with the lakeshore. Golden Shore, is that a important location? No. Or a pivotal location? Flood, we're gonna need the flood damage because we're actually here for that. We're just gonna put stuff to the side. Nope, this goes over there. Lakeshore. We'll grab 3 random path cards. Yeah. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. This is the easy part of Earthborne Rangers. It's just the cleanup stuff. It's like, oh, we forgot to do like 5 things. Let's go do that before we go back to Lone Tree Station and get yelled at for not doing the not doing the best job. Oh, we're back Chub Frog. Let's make sure. Okay. Locations. I need to organize my locations by any metrics, because right now it is a mess. Oh, sure. Oh, I can click on those too. If Golden Shore is flooded, sorry, first, if Artel is in play, Artel nods approvingly. Look, that little tucked away area under those trees. It definitely feels better, don't you think? Nothing spooking the fish around here, I can tell. Artel pulls one of several collapsible fishing poles out of a long conical tubes. Here, never let it be said that I don't pay my debts. Besides, how much vaulting rods does one person need? Gain the Artel's vaulting rod, which I believe is a strength card, so it's somewhere over here. Artel's vaulting pole. It is an aid card. Interesting. We can exhaust the obstacle. Oh man, we're playing Spiring Bloom. That is Spire and Bloom's the next plan after this. I'm just gonna do the 30 days. I think. I think my plan is to end 29 going into Meadow and then do Meadow for the 30th day, and then going into Spire and Bloom. So Artel's vaulting things, and then we record that we found the perfect Artel's vaulting rod. Found the perfect fishing spot. I like that this happens, and then we're gonna, I think, go back to things and then go to if Golden Shore is flooded, 122. Nothing about Golden Shore shines today. The evidence of the recent flood dominates the landscapes. As far as you can see, waves of rushing floodwaters have left the lakeshore caked in stinking brown mud, covering the jumbled piles of fallen trees and driftwood. So we put damaged flood. I like Ardell's like, oh, this is a perfect spot, and it's like falling apart. It's like a poor naive kid. Oh, nice vaulting route. Yeah. Obviously we can't put that in our deck until we finish the day, but I think we're good. I think I drew a card. So draw a path card, draw a path card. Muskets and Romping Lutrinals, which has ambush, so I do take 2 fatigue. Alright, we just need to clear him and then go. Oh, but then I want to deal with the flood damage. This might be a weird situation where travel in camp. Because I don't know how much I can fix this and travel on my current trajectory of life. Of total hit points. So our Guardian we're going to use to increase our intention translator with this awareness, which will soothe us 1 fatigue. Thank you, Stout-Hearted Guardian. We're going to move the Romping Lutrinal up with 2 things, and then we're going to try and connect with it for 3, 4. 3. We clear the Romping Lutrinal, which means we have 5. We can just travel now. Crests. There are not 2 active predators. Nothing else fires. We could actually. I think I'm gonna try and be. I'm gonna try and be a little risky. A little press. We're gonna press our luck a little. We're gonna try to actually clear the flood damage today. Oh, it's also 2 and like really in the way. We clear a thing. Sun will suffer 1 fatigue. Yeah, that is my concern. That is my only concern. Is the midday sun. Alright, with that we'll stop. We'll not stop, we'll rest. We'll draw a card. This is a trail. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I think you can also... yeah, I could also do that. I don't think it matters too much. Talus Perseverance can get us out of Gold Shore. I just don't think I can do this easily. Stout-Hearted Guardian for this awareness. Increasing the intention translator and drawing a card. So I can't fail here. So I think we do the guaranteed. Next turn we do the golden shore and we just hope we don't draw an obstacle. If it's anything else, I think I can handle it. Or we risk it. We just hope to not draw the -2. Then we Talos Perseverance. This is what we do. We press our luck. Never punished. I was like, wait, what are we doing? We are going to suffer a fatigue, but it's fine. We're going to read 95. Okay. Golden Shore. You spend hours moving trees and reinforcing the banks of tributary streams. As you finish up, you look over your handiwork and you can see the telltale gleam of shore sands showing through once again. We discard this, we clear it in our campaign log, and we soothe 4 fatigue, which is 3 fatigue. Oh, perfect. We're doing so well. Oh, yeah, we'll be fine. Let's cross out Golden Shore is flooded. And then we Talos Perseverance to put 3 on Golden Shore because it is a trail. And then we move. And then we travel. Oh, and it becomes perfect day as we travel. We just have to find where we're traveling to. So let's I can actually pull up Fire. Let me actually pull up the web browser. I'm realizing I'm not showing you anything I'm staring at on the screen. We're at Golden Shore. I think we go to the northern outpost. I think that's actually the least dangerous place for us. Yeah, I think that's the best option because it's the woods. We know the woods doesn't have basically any beings. Oh, I guess you can't see that. We can go Lakeshore. I'm just like, I don't want to see romping Lutrinals because they have ambush. And we only have. Yeah, because we're going to take the ambush from Quiet, and that's going to be a real. That's going to be a problem. I already drew my card at least. But we'll have one round. We'll have one chance to do this, which I think we can do. Yeah, we can definitely do it. So we're going to go up towards Northern Outpost because I don't. It is not worth the risk. So we'll put 3 clouds on a perfect day. Northern Outpost. Have we been to the Northern Outpost? I don't actually recall. Or read page. Entry 4. Okay. I don't think we've ever been here. All right. Scraps of wood and cloth leather and paneling lie scattered about the exterior. After long years of neglect, the forest around seems to press in on the forest from all outposts from all sides. So we're gonna search. Yeah. Let's. This is grasslands. When we travel, we'll also read 142.5. We're also going to get the search for Lon. So we'll put the deep woods into play, which I think comes from the pivotal location. So let's just make sure we grab the northern outpost stuff. We've been really lacking. Deep wood in play. We'll put that over there. Those will go over there. You find a note tucked on the door. It reads, I went to go investigate a strange presence in the forest. Be back by the full moon. If not, I'm probably in trouble. Lon. You step inside, but it's deserted. That note for Lon should have... the note said Lon should have been back a few days ago. Sounds like he's probably needs help. Gain search for Lon. Mission. LUNN. Don't you think this is kind of crazy, guys? And then 94.7 3 days from now. Thank God that we're not on another one. And then we have to read 142. Quiet. It takes some time to find enough bait and even longer to get close to one of her hunting rounds. She's nowhere to be seen, but you don't have any interest in using yourself as bait. Instead, you release the prey and observe from a distance. You wait for hours before you spot movement. You hold your breath as a sleek, shadowy form of the largest beardless lynx you've ever seen slips out from the underbrush. With quiet right before you, you have a choice. You can try to understand and perhaps even befriend the lynx, as Now would want, or you can try to kill her and ensure the valley safety, as Kodo would want. Flip lore to the confront side, but don't change it on your mission log. If you don't front it, you have to track her down. I don't think I've understood the mulcher. Wait, understanding the mulcher gives you something? Dude, that's crazy. Confront. I think it still ambushes me, right? Oh, sorry. Yeah. So she has ambush, so I take 2. So I draw a card, I think, and then I take 2. Yeah, we should be at 1 left. I'm like pretty sure. What happens with all of these? Are they supposed to go back into the collection? Oh, return all set aside to the collection. Are they supposed to go back into the deck? Because, like, this has basically nothing in it. I'm gonna assume that, and then I just draw 2 cards. So this is way, way too much going on. Way too much. Yeah. So I don't know about the deck. We really only have one chance to do this. Kind of wish they entered play like flavor. Yeah. They also say to return to the collection, which means they're just out of play, I guess. I'm using the wood collection, so I have like a deck that's like way too small. I think I can clear quiet in one go. Oh, muskrat. Pedal wave muskets aren't there. I'm going to use Oro to move her up. Well, I'm going to connect with her using Intention Translator for 4, 5, 6, I need to put 3 on. Her difficulty is 3, so we're at 4 right now. We'll use this to just count. So if I have -2, I put 2 on. So -2, okay, there we go. That is enough. Is there anything I want to put out before then? No. So 5, we're going to try and talk to her. 0. I put 5 and clear her with 7. We will go befriend and claim the mega predator so it is no longer an issue. 1.43. Yeah, if you thought the conciliator wasn't gonna befriend the monster, you were crazy. Bloody wary but uncowed, you carefully approach the angry bearded lynx. Quiet hisses at you, baring her fangs, but doesn't flinch or snap at you as you reach your hand out to her nose. She sniffs cautiously, and then to your surprising amazement, she leans forward and gives you an affectionate head rub that sends you tumbling over on your backside. Quiet starts to purr quietly, and you feel the warmth steal through your soul at the sound, as if you have some sort of deeper connection with her. You aren't sure how you know, but you're convinced she won't come after anyone in the nearby valley now. She seems a lot more interested in you, so she might keep a wary eye on you from afar, and perhaps help you when you need aid. Oh my god. Okay. So we complete the lore. We complete the lore quiet quest. We permanently remove quiet from the valley set. So we'll put her with the other card from last stream. Yeah. We'll gain the quiet reward card. One of these days I need to, like, I just don't want to because I don't want to know the story. Maybe I hire somebody to. I should get somebody who can, like, read out all of the things for me. Quiet's a 2 fitness. We're definitely going to swap her in at some point. Alright. Then we resolve the sons. This is the search. This is gone. Nothing else happens. You're an... Oh. Did I spend these? No, right? No, I just spent this, right? I didn't do anything else? Yeah. I think I just forgot to put those back. Which actually means I can spend 1 for following the footsteps, so that way I can actually clear the overgrown thicket. Actually, I can clear the deeper woods, which is actually kind of a problem. Okay, I'm gonna spend 1 for both. Can I follow his footstep twice? I'm assuming I can, right? I'm assuming I have the trigger and I can do both. We'll just do that, so that way that clears, and then we can not traverse and rest. We draw our last card. We'll start harding Guardian first, at least. We'll draw our last card, which I believe doesn't end the day. I believe it's just when we would take fatigue or need to draw a card. That will be in trouble, and then we'll draw a card, and we'll see if this just ends it. Might just end it. Yeah, that's a problem. The Hard Guardian awareness, soothe the fatigue, increase in tension translator. I think I was supposed to do that twice now. That didn't help me. Yeah, so that's a problem. We can try and traverse it, and then we can try and traverse this. Because we need 4 on here. That's not going to be possible. It was going to be very possible if we didn't draw an obstacle. I think no matter how we shake this, I'm not traveling. I'm gonna. I feel like I have to at least try and get this cleared. And then I have to. I just feel like I have to try at least. So we'll see. That does clear this. Sun will do nothing. Then we'll try and traverse here. This has 0 presence. This is friendly. So the only hope here is either a +1 or a 0 and a mountain. A -2, I take an injury and we're just done anyways. Nah, it's a 0 with a crest. That puts 3. Yeah, so unfortunately if I got that. Crest, nothing happens, I don't think. Oh, I'm on the search, so that actually might... Actually, I forgot to pull up a search card. That might actually just end the day. Yeah, I suffer a fatigue. And that ends the day. I forgot about search. Yeah. So yeah, that was the end of day 22. I would like to do another day, but it is getting we're getting late enough in the day that it's like I haven't eaten dinner yet, and I should probably figure that out. So that's unfortunate because it means we don't get to put any of the reward cards we just got into our deck. But that's fine. We did clear both sites of floods, and we did get quiet. So overall, like, hyper successful day. Next time, because next time we're fatigued out, so I can't swap my deck around because I didn't camp. But next time, we'll have the power of quiet. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back next week, I say, like I always say, so that may or may not be a lie. We don't know. I don't think I have anything planned. Yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yeah, and hopefully you can make it out to the Ranger retreat. Because Incandescent Sky seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. And, like, hanging out with all the people. Oh, am I? Yeah, I hope you can too. I'm still on. I hit the end live button, but that only ends for Twitch.